In every esport there are very special moments when the casters create unforgettable memories during the broadcast. Moments that the community will be talking about for years to come. Some of them arise from the hype for the game, others are, well, a little more spicy. Sometimes casters do or say things that are so ridiculous that we just can't help but laugh. So this week we're going to show you some of the funniest and strangest things casters have done. Top 10. Yipes and Lee Chang. A strange but funny moment occurred when Street Fighter casters Yipes and Lee Chang started imitating sound effects with their voices during the match. The two noticed that there were problems with the broadcast and the sound went out. Instead of getting upset about it, they just imitated the fight sounds and the match was at least not boring for the viewers. The two casters are pretty popular in the Street Fighter scene and this moment shows why.
Well, I don't know why I'm making the crazy sound, but it just sounds official. Oh, big.
Top 9. Pansy. There have been funny moments in Valorant too, of course, and this one featured the caster Pansy. During the very first Valorant showdown between EU and NA, Team Liquid's player Soulcast unfortunately absolutely misplayed. He snuck up on his opponent from behind and it looked good at first, but then Soulcast couldn't shoot in time and his victim turned around and shot him in the face. The play was just so bad that the caster Pansy had simply seen enough and said so out loud. Then she briefly slipped into the role of Liquid's team manager and repeated, "Please delete the game."
Delete the game. Delete the game. Delete the game. Production. Turn it off. Turn it off.
Team Liquid manager here. Please delete the game. Please.
It was still funny, at least if you're not a Liquid fan.
Needs to come in because I feel bad. So much.
Top 8. Luke. Sometimes the matches in esport are just so boring that even the casters fall asleep. After a match between Young Hot and Geo Brown, the caster Swag740 noticed that his co-caster Luke had fallen asleep during the live broadcast.
Hey, you good?
After that he wakes him up gently and Luke looks confused into the camera at first. Finally they both have to laugh and Luke just explained that it's been a pretty long day and he's been awake for 24 hours already. It's pretty much the only time a caster has fallen asleep during a live tournament. Top 7. Kicksta. A caster who had sadly passed away in 2021 is Kicksta, who provided some memorable moments in Rainbow Six Siege. He definitely made some of the best calls for us and we will be able to remember them for a long time. One of his funniest moments was in 2021 during the NA League match between Beast Coast and XZ. He was slightly confused by this play and thought that Biologic had to cover his mate. But he went down and when it was just a 1v1 and Bio had his opponent in front of him, he started sprinting instead of shooting.
Why are you sprinting, Bio? He won't win the gunfight, and there it is. XZ will take the match.
Kicksta just couldn't understand that, and how he commentated the situation was simply adorable and one of the many reasons why the community loved his cast.
CEO drop and yellow door. Why are you sprinting? Take the fight. I'm done.
Top 6. Ultra David. One of the most famous caster calls in the fighting game scene happened in 2011 in the final round 14 when caster Ultra David was cheering along and just completely lost it. In the winter semi-final between two of the best players in the world, Marn and Combo Fiend, the casters couldn't help themselves when the bionic arm was unpacked.
Bionic arm! Bionic arm! OTG! Bionic arm!
They definitely didn't expect the match to turn out like this.
Excuse me! Bionic Combo Fiend! 3-0!
Top 5. DDK, Threat and Bardolph. Even CSGO casters can be funny sometimes, and these three definitely were. DreamHack took place in Valencia in 2015, but broadcast talent can always be there live and are sometimes just tagged along. Such was the case with this moment when DDK, Threat and Bardolph just decided to pretend they were in the Spanish city. In doing so they brought extra tank tops, flip-flops and sunglasses.
Oh yeah, if you buy sunglasses as Poundland, they actually...
Top 4. Cyclops. A moment that got pretty weird was brought on by Cyclops saying some pretty ambiguous stuff. He's actually known for triggering the Dota 2 community with his polarizing calls, in which he likes to make borderline comparisons. But he even made a brief appearance on the Street Fighter scene once, casting a Tiger Uppercut 2018. This time he exceeded his calls again and said quite weird things.
Let's go. Come, you Hadouken. Come in me. This guy, I think he should go play baseball or something. Very good at catching balls. Look at that.
Back to stay alive. Tokido, so good time.
It was not quite suitable for the younger audience, but the community loved him anyway.
After party time.
Top 3. Mark Z. All League of Legends players will remember that iconic moment when caster Mark Z was just feeling the silver scrapes too much at the 2017 NALCS Spring Finals and just had to sing along to a song with no lyrics. But what came out of his vocal cords didn't have much to do with the original silver scrapes. He could have hummed along with the melody, but then at least in the right pitch. At least the dancing of Sharks to silver scrapes is still nice to look at. Top 2. Lon and Dano. Of course we didn't forget the Dota 2 fans, and you probably know which moment we're talking about here. At IEM Katowice 2018, Fnatic made an insane comeback, and that probably contributed to the casters losing their minds. While most viewers listened to the English cast, the Filipino caster stole the show, and the Tagalog stream became a meme in the scene. Later, the two casters Lon and Dano were even honored by Valve in the game by adding their most popular call as a chat wheel option. Dano sadly passed away in 2021, but his calls will always be remembered in the Dota scene.
The next level play.
Top 1. Quickshot and Deficio. In the first place, we present you a moment that simply shows how much esports connects us to each other.
Trevor, kiss me.
It is perhaps the sweetest caster bromance in all of esports, Quickshot and Deficio. Since the beginning of the EU LCS, these two lovebirds have been a caster duo and have given us wonderful moments. But then Deficio quit as a caster and Quickshot's heart was broken.
And he left me. He just walked away. He just put it behind him like I was nothing.
We seen together in the broadcast, and that was always beautiful to see. Can there be any more love in esports? That was our top 10 video of the week. Did we forget any funny caster moments? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel. See you next week.